Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnanam Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Guru Vavista Supurakam Guru Anair Asisya Sambusitam Chintya Chinta Samasta Veda Nipunam Sri Rupa Pantanugam Govinda Vidam Ujwalam Varam Tanum Bhaktyam Vitam Sundaram Bande Vishwa Gurun Chadivya Bhagavat Premnohi Vijay Pradam. Well, first of all, I offer my obeisances to Sripad Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj and also to all our senior God brothers, sannyasis here present, and all the general sannyasi group of devotees, and also to all of you, our dear God sisters and God brothers and your families which are here. We came, or most of you came, because of this news of the disappearance of His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. And as we have been these days celebrating this grand function of his disappearance, we have got the opportunity to relate amongst ourselves to each other and try to appease, try to give nourishment to our hearts. It has not been easy, for sure. We understand. It is not very simple, no, to gradually start thinking in your consciousness, gradually bring to your consciousness the fact that Him who we adore or who we try to serve in one way or other is not here anymore with us. Now, we have heard just in our today's meeting how important is that we will continue, that we will keep on with our sincerity, without heart, which I myself, I don't doubt about the heart and good intentions and exemplary attitude of all of you. No? Starting with our God Sisters section, always very dear to Gurudev, something which he felt always proud, and coming also to the Gen section, no? Our God brothers, our God sisters and their families. So, not so easy to continue, but we are now, we need to continue to move because we think and we feel that will give pleasure to Him, no? To His Divine Grace. And He has, as we all know, put so much of His faith in this personality, Sripad Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj. And you have heard from these wonderful lectures of our Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj, Sripad Bhakti Pavan Janardhan Maharaj, about this ontological, about this way, how we will feel, we will please Him who a few days ago was within us. If we continue this great grand mission of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, Srimad Chaitanya Saraswata Matavara Udgita Kirtir Jaya Sri. This grand temple of devotion which now has spread all over the world. It is not only one mat now, it has many branches, as we used to say. No, Sri Nabadwip Chaitanya Saraswat Math Ki Jai. Then we say Sri Vishwa Vyapi Tadiya Sakamat Ki Jai. Has many glorious expansions of the mat gone all over the world. And now, no, in every one of these branches of our Mula mat, there are the chanting of the glories and the chanting of the cultivation of devotion under the guidance of Sri Guru and Gauranga. And we need to continue with that. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadat nagati kutopi. If we can please Gurudev, after also, not just because he was present and we were trying to fulfill whatever minimal desire he had, but now that we, at our physical eyes, he may not be present, still when we have heard, he is still here. And we will feel definitively his loving heart embracing us if we try to continue in the best way following his instructions. And he has now put this very affectionate, he had this affectionate relationship and wanted very much to see in the presence or in the form of Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj that the mission will continue. Yes, it is true, there are also so many devotees being named, or not so many, but some devotees being named also as guardians or devotees who will give, who will extend this will of his to in different parts of our preaching field, but we are all in one institution under one guidanceship. And if we try to continue, if we try to put our faith in this, we will see that any cloud, any wrong event, any obstacle or difficulty, it will come to an end, and it will bring, we will do this grand mission shine even better. And we will do that till the point that when we will come to that day when we will naturally be no more in this world, and whenever we will see again Gurudev, and he will see us with a good glance, and he will embrace us and engage us in his divine lila. Okay, so I am thankful very much. There are so many of you very much qualified than myself to have some words and to speak today. But as used to happen, I am also giving the opportunity to say some words, and we are here. That day when Maharaj, Srila Govinda Maharaj, in his Vyasa Puja celebration, designated or named the Acharya Maharaj as the President Sevaita Acharya of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, we said to Maharaj, Maharaj, we are here to serve you and to do whatever is in our capacity. Of course, someone has unlimited capacity to serve, and some of us are of lesser capacity, but we all will come like a little squirrel, and put also our grain of sand for the enhancement and shining of this great mission, which represent the heart of these personalities, of these great devotees, like Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and our dear most Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. Having said so, I will conclude. Thank you very much. Haribol.
Jai Sripad Bhakti Kusumasra Maharaj ki jai.
Now Swami speak Bhakti Avadut Maharaj.
Jai Sripad Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki jai. Jai Sripad Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Sripad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupan Guru Varga ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Well, you all know that in the last few months we went through a big struggle, especially the servitor group of the Math. When Srila Govinda Maharaj mentioned his specific spiritual decisions, he's been telling that we should accept Sripad Acharya Maharaj with love, with affection. And it is a very important point for us, because in order to understand any person in this world, you have to have some sympathy, some appreciation for him. And based on this qualities, proper relationship can be built. And of course, there are different relationships as a God brothers, as a senior advisors, as a future disciples who will join this mission. But it is very clear that Shri Gurudev expressed his desire that we are served together under one mission, under one flag, and apply spiritual principles in our relationship. Why are we all here today? What is the purpose? Why are we all here today? We're trying to satisfy His divine grace, Srila Bhaktisundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, and show to Him that we're willing to continue follow Him as His faithful disciples, and in this way accepting His decisions. It's not a secret that Srila Sridhar Maharaj's position was challenged. Srila Govinda Maharaj's position was challenged. Sripad Acharya Maharaj's position is challenged. The Krishna's position was challenged in Krishna's time by Pundaraka Vasudev and so many great demons. But in those demons' words, there were also many great things were about Krishna. As you know, sometimes Saraswati Devi put in words of demons some beautiful things. So when opposition came against Acharya Maharaj, all they could say that he built numerous temples. Well, to us, it's a very great statement because we can understand we're dealing with a very capable personality, a very dynamic personality. We hope he will continue that worldwide, not only temples, build temple in every heart, in every country. And of course, the question comes like, how should we treat as leaders? And of course, it's very clear, although Gurudev entrusts us to help him, but we understand what's our purpose, what we came here for. Are we came here to gain something or to give something? And what is the best position of the giver? That is has to be accepted. So when we're talking about position of the Guru, he has unique service of ability accepting. And we all know that we've all been coming here for all these years and giving Srila Gurudev, our time, our resources, our, other things. But Gurudev has been uniquely converting all this, you can say on some level, material substance into something divine. We came here as very simple-hearted people with no any understanding what the spiritual life is, but by His divine mercy, we have got so much spiritual wealth. And Acharya Maharaj very greatly said, still we cannot understand who the Guru is. So our perfection is not finished. Rather, we're opening new chapter, new path, new understanding, and maybe for some of us, that deep separation from Gurudev will be fulfilled in working with Sripad Acharya Maharaj. That's my inspiration. So I will be very short and finishing with a sentence that, finally, yesterday on the meeting, we came to the conclusion that this auspicious moment should be today. And very happily, I wrote to Russian devotees letter. And of course, as my letter was very clean to them, that we will accept Sripad Acharya Maharaj as leading preacher, as leading spiritual master, support with him, work with him. And I believe that most of the devotees, all the devotees worldwide feel the same. And those who's challenging this position, it's been taught by Srila Sridhar Maharaj. He showed them the door. The door is very big. So to way out, the door to way in is very small. It's a fate. The door is to get out is very big. So I don't think it will be a problem to find mental or spiritual reason why. And we don't need any proof, actually. We're not here, requiring documents, asking like everybody should will perform our what. This is not our mood. Our mood is the faith and acceptance and goodwill. And that's the base of our spiritual life. Everything else make the substance something else. So my sincere, humble pray, let us continue in that mood. And we here only for one purpose, to satisfy Srila Gurudev and let Acharya Maharaj be the, Yagi Patni priest of that sacrifice. We don't have any problem with that. My dandavats to all of you.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kriptasindhi evacha patitanam pavanevyo vaishnavevyo namo namaha.
Jai Srila Acharyya Maharaj.
Ki jai.
Srila Guru Maharaj's first disciple, beginning disciple. I'll give some special grace to recognition of him, and we're praying for his blessings for Srila Acharyya Maharaj as well.
Jai Srila Acharyya Maharaj ki jai. Beautiful. Anyway, we are here in a grand assembly of devotees, and this grand assembly of devotees, headed by those, of course, who are in sannyas dress, who have taken such big vows, but not only those in sannyas dress, but as has been pointed out over the recent days, that we see those who are in grihastha form, brahmachari form, in lady form, children form also. Gurudev has indicated so many auspicious things about some of our children section of devotees. And as Acharya Maharaj pointed out a little earlier, when he came to the temple, he is in his not even arrived at brahmachari form, as it were. He's a visitor in the temple and reminding me that we cannot tell who is who in this world, which is why Mahaprabhu gave that verse of Chinadapi Sunichina Taroriva Sahishnuna Amanina Manadina Kitanyaha Saraharihi. And this we know is the absolute hallmark of Srila Govinda Maharaj's preaching. When the first world tour came back, then Mohanananda Prabhu, who addressed the assembly a couple of days ago, he said, this tour was based on the hot principle, which is giving honor. What was it? He had an acronym for this HOT. Humility, honor, and tolerance. He actually said humility, honor, and tolerance. That was his HOT principle from the world tour. So just as when Acharya Maharaj came here in his visitor form with pants and shirt, and we cannot recognize and understand who will be here in future, we give honor to all the Vaishnavas worldwide. And today, and especially this moment, it is the time when our supreme honor is going to our Guru Varga. And just as Srila Govinda Maharaj left this world a few days ago, from our vision, no doubt he is absolutely here in all of his, not only his teaching, but his presence of all of us being aware of fully what is happening here. We've heard his talking about people who pass away, etc., how they're able to see many things, and his particular position as Gurudev, as Acharya, then of course his ability and his watching over us is absolutely 100% clear. And in a similar way, Srila Sridham Maharaj, who passed away in 1988 from our vision, we see how much Srila Govinda Maharaj saw that actually he's always present. So Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math is very enriched with the presence continually of Srila Sridham Maharaj, of Srila Govinda Maharaj, and they very much are wanting that our Chaitanya Saraswat Math will continue in such a line that there will not be any vacuum in the passing away of the Acharya. And Srila Govinda Maharaj in his very last days, and earlier too, but in his very last days, said that I want to do as Guru Maharaj did with me, that I will give all charge to one person and he will oversee everything, and it will run under his care and charge. And many of us are, of course, witness to that firsthand, but we also see this reflected very much in the mood and the expressions of the assembled Vaishnavas here today, who are all seeing Acharya Maharaj. He is the captain of the ship of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. And this ship, this ship is a large ship, and it has its spread all over the world. And Srila Gurudev did indeed repeatedly point out the guardianship of our sannyasi section, and specifically 4 names he repeated to me on different occasions, and at different times he said, one time to Shruta Shravana Prabhu, you are the witness of what I am saying, like this. And he pointed out Sripad Goswami Maharaj in particular, Sripad Janardhan Maharaj in particular, Sripad Ashram Maharaj in particular, and Sripad Avadut Maharaj in particular.
And he also said Mahananda Prabhu, if he out of humility will not say that, just in a brief, one of the times when he mentioned this, the first thing he said was, all Western devotees, they will all follow Mahananda Prabhu. That's how he said it. And then he mentioned the other name, but he's too humble to say his name was primary.
I am here to try to be the secretary of, or the spokesman for the senior Vaishnavas, to try to get that message out to the assembled devotees. And I am here, of course, only by the grace of Srila Govinda Maharaj, the grace of Srila Guru Maharaj. And Srila Guru Maharaj, he asked me to be here, to be Srila Govinda Maharaj's secretary, and to take care of the Western world in the correspondence sense back in 1987 at his Vyasa Puja. And Srila Govinda Maharaj also recently, by his grace, he asked that I will continue in this kind of capacity for Sripad Acharya Maharaj and for the service, in service to the rest of the world. But I'm saying this only in absolute humility, because in order to be able to do this, it is also very necessary to have the blessings and the gracious glance of everyone. And I am a spokesman for the fallen soul section, to represent them, and we are here needing guidance. The ship of Chaitanya Saraswat Math needs a captain. It is very clear from Srila Gurudev's full expressions that Srila Acharya Maharaj is that captain of the ship, and all of the devotees, sannyasi devotees, the different devotees of different categories, we are all fully surrendered to Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, and we've all given our absolute allegiance, knowing his wish, to Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj. So as the fallen soul, I've been asked to speak last, that our meeting today can come to its fine conclusion. The purpose is that according to the Panjika, this is a suitable time, a good time for the beginning of something new. Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj would always consult the Panjika, and so similarly we have Sripad Acharya Maharaj who consulted the Panjika when to auspiciously begin something. Until now we've been very much focused and in grieving for the disappearance of Srila Gurudev, but we all feel that at this time we need to make very clear that there is guidance, there is guardianship, and that the whole world will continue with the head of the mission, Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj, and with the assistance of and support of all the venerable Vaishnava sannyasis from around the world, and of course from all the senior devotees around the world. So today I have been asked by them as their servant to make the presentation, or to let everyone clearly understand that Srila Acharya Maharaj now is the successor, President Sevaita Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, heading all the missions of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math worldwide, and that from today onwards, then as for the satisfaction of Srila Govinda Maharaj and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, we are establishing his picture in the parampara on the altar of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, and all devotees everywhere, then they are feeling that this is most auspicious, very happy, and a very clear beginning to the next generation, the next chapter of the development of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, and the very secure shelter for all the worldwide devotees. Jai Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rokkok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. And I request the senior Vaishnavas, Krishna Das Prabhu. So now Krishna Das Prabhu.
Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki Jai.
Our honorable head pujari here at Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, he will now take the picture of Srila Acharya Maharaj and place it in the parampara here in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math.
Acharya Saraswat Sri SCSMath Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Astu Saraswat Sri SCSMath Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Saraswat Sri SCSMath Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Sri Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Sri Guru Parampara ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Acharya Maharaj ki Jai. The President Sevite Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki Jai. Nitai Go Premanande.
Actually, Mahananda Prabhu said something, that I am the captain, but I do not know how to run the ship. But I have some hope. Gurudev was taking my steering, he will run the ship, and all my expert, who knows the machinery worked, like Avadut Maharaj, like Goswami Maharaj, and even some Gurudev told, you are thinking all Sannyas, even Bhaktivinoda Thakur came here, if some Sannyasi saw him from 200 feet, he will pay Dandavat from here. Like many householder devotee like Dudamanna Prabhu, Aurobindo Lochan, Jagadananda Prabhu, Pushta Krishna Prabhu, like many, even the women, some ladies are there, all Brahmachari, all ladies are there. Gurudev tells, even lady who can be Acharya, Gurudev told. If lady can be take the holder, like this Gurudev told. And Gurudev and Goswami Maharaj said another things, like this, how sister, I told Gurudev, how take the chastisement, Gurudev told, even Prime Minister came, will pay every obeisance to him. And that same Prime Minister is going to his own house and his wife giving him slap. Why you came too late? Like that kind of system. And Gurudev that time, I asked him, how system is, you know that? Prime Minister, if you say something told against him, he will arrest it. Then Prime Minister, when his wife slapping him, no can arrest her. Like this, Gurudev is telling like this, that is like really close relation. That internal relation like this. For that we are devotee, we are some internal relationships like this. Sometimes chastisement, sometimes affection, sometimes like this. That is our family. Sometimes we have to take chastisement, we have to give chastisement. Like this way, this is our family. For that we have to tolerate everything, we have to see. If I thinking there's a family, then something is else. But we are happy on family, Chaitanya Saraswat Math. Jayang Vishnupad Jagat Guru Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Bhakti Srila Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai. Jai all the Sannyasi Vrindu ki Jai. Samaji Gaur Bhakta Vrindu ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Pranande Hari Hari. গুরুদেব কৃপা বিন্দু দিয়া করো এই দাসে তৃণাপেক্ষায় অতি দিনা। গুরুদেব কৃপা বিন্দু দিয়া করো এই দাসে তৃণাপেক্ষায় অতি দিনা। আর সকল শহরে বল দিয়া কর, সকল শহরে আর নিজ মানে স্পৃহাহীন, নিজ আর সকলে সম্মান করিতে সকতি, সকলে সম্মান দেহনাথ যথাযথ। আমি তবে তো গাহিব হরিনাম সুখে, তবে তো গাহিব এই অপরাধ হবে হত। আর কবে হেন কৃপা লভিয়ায় জন, কবে হেন কৃপা কৃতার্থ হইবে নাথ। আমি শক্তি বুদ্ধিহীন, আমি অতি দিন, শক্তি বুদ্ধিহীন কর মোরে আত্মসাৎ। আর যোগ্যতা বিচারে কিছু নাহি পাই, যোগ্যতা বিচারে তোমার করুণা সার। তোমার করুণা না হলে কাঁদিয়া কাঁদিয়া, করুণা না হলে করুণা না হলে কাঁদিয়া কাঁদিয়া, করুণা না হলে প্রাণ না রাখিব আর। আর করুণা না হলে কাঁদিয়া কাঁদিয়া, করুণা না হলে করুণা না হলে কাঁদিয়া কাঁদিয়া, করুণা প্রাণ না রাখিব আর। জয় গুরুদেব, 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 জয়। হরি হরায় নম, কৃষ্ণ যাদবায় নম, হরায় নম যাদবায় মাধবায় কেশবায় নম, যাদবায় মাধবায়। আর গোপাল গোবিন্দ রাম শ্রী মধুসূদন, গোপাল জয় জয় গিরিধারী গোপীনাথ মদন মোহন। আর শ্রী চৈতন্য নিত্যানন্দ, শ্রী অদ্বৈত চন্দ্র, শ্রী চৈতন্য নিত্যানন্দ। আর গদাধর শিবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ। আর জয় রূপ সনাতন ভট্ট রঘুনাথ। আর শ্রী জীব গোপাল ভট্ট দাস রঘুনাথ। আর এই জয় গোসাই করি চরণ বন্দন। আর যা হইতে বিঘ্ন নাশ অভিষ্ট পুরাণ। আর এই জয় গোসাই যার মুই তার দাস। আর সবার পদ রেণু মোর পঞ্চগ্রাস। বলি তাদের চরণ সেবী ভক্ত সনে বাস, তাদের চরণ সেবী। জনমে জনমে মোর এই অভিলাষ। কৃষ্ণের নিত্য লীলা করিলেন প্রকার মনের আনন্দে বল হরি ভজ বৃন্দাবন আর শ্রী গুরু বৈষ্ণব পদে মজাইয়া মন আর শ্রী গুরু বৈষ্ণব পাপ পদ্ম করিয়া আরে নাম সংকীর্তন কহে নরোত্তম দাস হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Nitai Gaur Hari विष्णुपाद जगद्गुरु शिला भक्ति सुंदर गोविंद देव गोसाई महाराज की जय विश्ववरण्य शिला गुरु महाराज की जय जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस गुरु चिलामणि जगद्गुरु शिला भक्ति देव गोसाई महाराज की जय जय सपरिकर श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधी गोविंद सुंदर जी की जय जय विष्णुपाद भगवान शिला प्रभुपाद की जय जय श्री भक्ति स्वामी स्वामी महाराज की प्रभुपाद की जय रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय मुझे हरिदास ठाकुर की जय विद्या भक्ति देवी की जय मुझे गौर भक्तवृंद की जय शारद मठ की जय जय असेंबली डिवोटीज की जय जय पूज्यपाद श्री भक्ति सुधीर गोस्वामी महाराज की जय जय भक्ति जनार्दन महाराज की जय भक्ति आश्रम महाराज की जय भक्ति पुरुष नारायण महाराज की जय भक्ति दामोदर महाराज की जय भक्ति नारायण महाराज की जय नशी महाराज की जय भारती महाराज की जय अकिंचन महाराज की जय भक्ति अवधूत महाराज की जय भक्ति करम गिरी महाराज की जय जय all the leaders like Italian, the Krishna Devidasi ki jai, Dhamanna Prabhu China, China leader Dhamanna Prabhu ki jai, Ramadrachan Prabhu ki jai, Mohammed Bhakti Ranjan Prabhu ki jai, jai Apragita Prabhu ki jai from Malaysia, and this Didi, Pandita Devi's mother, Shadi Devi ki jai, Lalita Devidasi ki jai, Devidasi ki jai, jai Telugu Didi ki jai, jai Australian Parananda Prabhu ki jai, jai Sadhupriya Prabhu ki Jagananda Prabhu ki jai, jai Ravindrachan Prabhu ki jai, jai Hungarian Samanta Krishna Prabhu ki jai, jai the Purojit Prabhu ki jai, jai Trivikram Maharaj ki jai, jai Brazilian leaders Tripura Prabhu ki jai, the Assembly devotees ki jai, the South African leaders Prabhu Premachandra Prabhu ki jai, and Sanatani Didi ki jai, jai Jamuna Devi Dasi ki jai, jai Braja Mohini Devi Dasi ki jai, jai all Mohini ki jai, jai Shamasi Gaur Bhaktavrinda ki jai, Varnam Sankirtan ki jai, Shamasi Gaur Bhaktavrinda ki jai, jai Nitai Gaur Nande.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paribrajaka Acharya Astottara Sata Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki jai. Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitai Go Premanande.